Welcome back to one more session on FMEA. This week, what we are going to cover is how FMEA can be used effectively in RCM industry, right? So FMEA is mainly used to identify what is the trend of the error or what is the trend of the failure, how we can improve on it. Okay, that's the main characteristics of that particular FMEA. So if you consider this, okay, see for example, what we are trying to do here is first one, FMA is a very systemic. There's a rule. Okay, there is a procedure is there how to create a FMEA chart. Okay, if you start creating FMEA, it will identify where you're going to make a failure or where your error is going to come. Okay, that indication is going to give. So this is a theoretical part of FMEA. And what is the purpose? Okay, why we need to do? See, the first one. See, before your risk is going to come, you can take a proactive measure. See, for example, you are handling a team and you know very well where they're going to make a mistake. Okay. And you can fix it. See, for example, if it is a manufacturing industry, they know that which machine is doing a problem and easily they can go and fix it. But for our case, we cannot do that way, right? So we have a multiple people are there. Okay. They will do different tasks and we cannot predict on it. But this FMEA will give an indication where the risk is going to come, how you can fix it. And here the process reliability, product we are not very specifically involved, but the process reliability. So if you do a FMEA, you can easily understand, okay, how your process quality, how it is going to be rectified. That you can understand very easily. And it is obviously there is no error, there is no rework. It's going to reduce your cost and it is going to increase your efficiency. Okay. And okay, this is the first point. And second one, what we are trying to do here is in the FMEA process, what we will do, first we will define the process. Okay, define the sense it's nothing but your SOP, right? What are all the workflow we are following? Okay, that we need to define first. And we have to identify where it can go wrong, identify the potential failure mode. And what we need to do, we have to understand, okay, what is your potential effects on it. Okay, that's the way we are going to look into concept. So this analyze the potential effect and then we create an action plan and then we will implement and monitor. Okay, how it is having it. Okay, these are all theoretical part. I understand you're off cooked. We'll go to the practical one and then don't understand. Okay, so what it will do, it will avoid your error prevention where the error can happen. See, reduce the occurrence of your common errors. See, if any process you take, okay, it will create a error continuously. Okay, that error it will avoid. And the patient error, okay, see, for example, patient registration is our biggest headache, right? They are entering incorrect demographic, or they are entering incorrect insurance data, or they are not giving correct authorization details. These are all the area which we can predict and then we can fix it. And operational mistakes, okay, error made during the operational, okay, use of incorrect steps and then incorrect improper handling. That means they didn't understand the SOP clearly and then they are taking the action whatever they want, right? And the denial management, okay, so how the denial is coming in. Okay, that's a point which we are trying to cover today. And see, this particular one, okay, involves two items. Okay, so the first one is the three major point which we need to understand there from here. One is severity. Okay, how severe your problem is, and occurrence, how frequently this particular problem is occurring to you, and how quickly you can detect. This is the main 3 points in the FMEA. Okay, if you understand severity, occurrence, and reduction, this will be very helpful tool for you. So we are going to do that in a practical session. So how we are going to calculate? There's a score called RPN, okay, which is nothing but these 3 points, right? We are calculating what we discussed here in the previous slide. Severity, occurrence, and reduction. These three, we call it as an RPN score, and we will multiply that, okay, severity, occurrence, and reduction. We'll multiply that and then we will bring the RPN score. This RPN score, we will go by what is the highest RPN and what is the lowest RPN, how I am going to enter into. Way we are going to do, and this is a prioritization. Okay, for example, my RPN score 1000 and second RPN score is 500. Obviously, we know 1000 will be my major severe problem, and I'll try to go on and fix my issues. Okay, this is about the theoretical part. So far, any question on the theory side? I know this may be first time overall hearing it. It may be a very vague. Okay. If any question, I'm ready to take. So we'll proceed now. Okay, with the theoretical part of it. Okay. Please participate. I'm going to ask a lot of questions. Okay. Unless you participate, I cannot move further from here. Okay. So I expect everyone will participate here. What we are going to do, we are going to open that RPA and then we will start doing it. I'm sharing my Excel screen. Are you able to see my screen? FMEA template, is it visible?
Rajesh. Yes,
Yeah.
Rajesh. Yes, Rajesh.
Okay, fine. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a SOP. Okay. See, for example, we will take very simple scenario. Okay. Okay. Very simple scenario we will take. Okay. Claim in process. Okay. That's my scenario. Okay. Easiest scenario in the world, right? We cannot go beyond this particular scenario. Okay. See, when the team is calling for a claim in process, what are all the things they need to capture? Okay. First, they are calling to the insurance company. And what they will ask, when the claim received date, right? When the claim is received. And then what is your processing time? Okay. And third time, what we need to do? Is there any other CPT denied? Okay. Is all CPTs paid or any denial? And then finally, we have to get the claim number. Right. So this is a simple process, simple SOP. What you are saying, whenever you are going to work on it, this is the first step, step one, and then step two, step three, and step four. I think this is very easy process, right? So what I need to do, I have to get what is my claim receive date, and then what is the processing time of that company, the insurance company. Is it all the check is being paid, or all the CPT is being paid, or any denial, and the claim number. This is what very simple way we are getting it. For example, quality team has started marking error on the claim in process of your team. Okay, we'll roughly take it. Okay. Say they are marking around 10% of error on the claim in process itself for your team is not capturing the claim receive date. Okay, this is not documented. This is what your problem is. Okay, no documentation of this particular issue. And they're not giving this also they're missing. Okay. They're not getting the claim number. Okay, this is the problem. So you identify this is your problem in a very simple status. Okay, to explain you better, this is what we are doing. See now you have a project. Okay, in that project you have a people working like this. You have a problem. The team is not capturing the receive date, and some of the people are missing to get the claim number. This is very general, right? See, for example, you are getting a new project, right? And you are doing a rework on it. Okay, we'll consider this scenario. And what we are planning to do, and you are going to get a new project, okay, which you are going to work with the same type of people, and you are moving the people from here to there, right? And what is your expectation? They are going to continue the same error here also, right? So here only we are going to create a FMEA, right? So based on your general knowledge about your team, we can create FMEA. So what FMEA says, there are three things we are going to create, right? It is a severity. Okay, and then it is an occurrence and the deductibility deductions. Okay, right. So these three things we are going to look into. So these three things we are going to finalize it. Okay, that's the severity and the occurrence and the deduction. See, for example, you understand claim in process how severe it is. So we'll give a rating of 1 to 10 is our rating for a RPN. Okay, how severe your problem? Can anyone tell how severe it is? Your problem of this claim in process?
It's severe, Rajesh.
Severe.
The
Severe.
Because
claim
claim
number
number
Okay.
is
itself
important.
missing.
Yeah.
No, you
Because claim
give
number is very
it,
important.
yeah. In that 1 to 10 scale, give me the rating. Okay, what is your rating on the severity? You will keep say 1 will be the less, 10 will be the highest. Okay, so we'll go in another way. Well, okay, 1 will be the critical problem and 10 will be the least problem. You consider that way. Okay, 1 is the critical, 10 is the least. Okay, what number you will give on the severity for claimant process?
We can give it as a critical, as from like my view, because claiming process, next time you're calling, if they said claim not on file,
Correct.
if you miss the claim number, we'll not be able to say that no, previously we called and they said claim on file. Now we
Agreed.
cannot
Agreed.
claim
Yeah,
not on
agreed.
file.
So
Yeah.
what number you want to give? I need a number.
One is severity, right?
Severe.
Highest.
We will consider 10 as the highest and 1 is the lower. Okay. Okay. We'll consider, sorry to confuse you. Okay. 10 will be the highest and 1 will be the lowest. Okay. So we'll keep like this. So you are saying that it will become a 10 for you, right? 10 is the highest problem when they miss this kind of information. Okay. The occurrence. Okay. See, for example, you have a 10-member team. Okay. And per day, they are doing around 400 claims. Okay. So we'll roughly take, okay, out of 400, how much time you will feel everyone is working on the only on the claimant process. Okay. How many times this may occur? So the same thing, 10 will be your highest, 1 will be the lowest. How many times this may occur? Everyone will miss or only few people miss? Based on that, give me the number.
Few
Few
people.
people. So can
Few
we make it
people.
as, yeah, can we make it 5, 4, 3, 6? What number you want me to give?
I can give it as 2.
So 2. Okay. So
2.
only 2% or 2 people are doing out of 10. Okay. The deduction. Okay. So for example, I'm seeing their production report. Can I easily identify these guys are missing this information? Is it easy or tough? So here, what we are doing, we will keep 1 if I'm easily identifiable. Okay. Easy to detect. I'm giving opposite side. Okay. Easy to detect. It is 1. Okay. And 10 will be hard to detect. Okay, this is the scale for this alone. Okay, and the deduction we will keep this kind of take the deduction part. Okay, when I'm able to easily deduct that, I'll give us a score of 1, and it is tough to deduct. I'm keeping a score of 10. See, for example, if it is a claim in process, we can find very easily. So our score it will be 1 here, right? And second one, the similar way, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply the severity, occurrence, and reduction, and I'm going to derive by my RPN score. See, what is my RPN score here? If you multiply all these items, okay, 20 is my score. See, the similar way, what I'm going to do, I identify the other scenario. For example, claim not on file is my next scenario, and MR upload is the next scenario, and appeal is my next scenario. So for that, in that scenario, I'm trying to bring my RPN score. In that RPN score, I'll identify which is my severe cases, right? 40 will be my severe case, which I need to work on. And then I have to come to MR upload, and then I'm come to CIP. So for time being, we'll consider CIP is my top category and how I'm going to do it. So this is what we identified and which we fixed. So if you come to this particular slide, okay, we discussed about this, right? So we are going to multiply this SOD and then we are going to create a SPN number. Okay, based on that SPN number, we identified what is the problem here and we are going to implement a solution. Okay, identify a solution. So I know that what is my problem here. I'm going to implement some changes in the process. So what I'm going to do, for example, my team is missing to enter the claim and claim receive date. Okay, I'll make it mandatory. For example, I'll consider 9/20/24 where I got my claim. Okay, I'll make this column need to be filled by them in the Excel sheet or wherever they are working. And the claim processing time, I make sure that definitely they have to enter, and I'm creating this particular one follow-up date based on this particular formulas, right? If you consider what I'm doing, claim receive date plus this 30, that's a processing date, then it will come to my number. For example, if I take my production of the 10 people and then filter only by this follow-up date, I'll identify if the people are missing in this, because it will not going to give me a format. See, for example, they are missing it here. Obviously, this will show an error. I'll filter the error and then go back and then talk to the team and then fix it. The same similar way with the missing. Okay. This is about the giving your feedback to them, training them, and then implementing the chart, the process. Right. So what we are going to do here is we will implement the process and then we will continuously monitoring it. And then what I'm going to do after a month, see, for example, December, I implemented my FMEA. In the month of Jan, I'm going to come here and then I check my severity. Okay, if the severity score is getting reduced and I'm able to get it. See, for example, that I'm going for a number of 5. So the next month's score, that is month of Jan, I'm going to come for a score of 10. So here from 20, it is getting improved, right? I added the point and then I received here. So then I'll implement something for a missing claim number. That also I'll put a track and then make sure these are all in my process checklist. They're following it out. So this is what we are referring here. You come back and then see that implement changes and then monitor the effectiveness, whether this 20 RPM is getting reduced or not. Okay, this is the way we are going to track this particular FMEA, and this will be very, very helpful when you come to the new process or improvising in the existing process. Hope this will be helpful. Okay, and let me know if you have any questions. Okay, this very effective method. Start practicing it, then you will understand how effective it is. Training session. Thank you all.